What's up, Black Desert Mobile fans? It's Legit back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to make silver in Black Desert Mobile. If this is your first time in my channel, you are missing out. Make sure you check out the description down below for some additional badass Black Desert Mobile content. You won't be disappointed. Before I get into how to make silver, I want to go over a document that I created. This is an attempt to put everything in one place so that we don't have to go scouring around the internet to find the information. I did call it the end-all be-all document. I will go over that for you guys in a second. With that being said, let's dive right in. I've constructed the end-all be-all document. This document comes equipped with everything that you're going to need for your Black Desert Mobile needs. It has the accessory restoration cost, camp resource cost, magic residue that you get for each piece of gear, the level for main hand and offhand helmet armor from level 1 to 35 at the moment. I will update it to plus 40, as well as testing done in every territory. The testing does also tabulate, so I can see the results and a success rate of what I get from each territory. You can find this document through my Patreon in the link down below. You guys are here to learn how to make some silver though. Now, in Black Desert Mobile, there's no really quick way to make silver unless you get really lucky with a drop, and that's less than 1% of us out there with those really rare, profitable drops. Aside from that, the only way to make silver is, just by doing your dailies. So if you do your daily tasks, you make 25,000 silver. If you do your ancient runes every day at level 23 at, max times, you get 1.2 million silver. You can get those from doing your Black Spirit quest, from farming violent mobs. Boss rushes at 550,000 silver per day. That's if you do 5 a day. I know you get a lot more than 5 boss rushes a day. I'll go over that in a second. Arenas, you get 130,000 silver if you do your 5 matches. Ramonis is 100,000 silver if you do your 2 matches. The node manager, if you can get 140,000 silver, and that's average daily, and that's just from the silver you make. That doesn't include any skill books or anything that you could sell for profits from there. Golden wool, you can make 1 million silver. Now, if you have 12 sheep, you have your ranch at max level and you have 12 sheep and they're cranking out 20 food a day, you have a chance to get golden wool. Each one of those sells for 500,000 silver. I get about 1 to 3 of those, so I get about on average 2 selling for 1 million silver profits. Camp repeatable quests, if your camp is level 6, those do offer 100,000 silver each. I do knock out 2 of those as soon as I get on, so you want to make sure you knock those out as soon as possible, so that way 2 new ones come. Again, they don't refresh if you don't complete the 2 previous. So I get about 4 of those done a day, giving me 400,000 silver profits. Achievements, I have at 50,000 silver. Now with achievements, I do want to note that you do get 100,000 silver every time you earn 10 million silver, so you get 1% profits back. I do get that done probably every 2 to 3 days. I earn 10 million silver, so I think 50,000 silver is a little on the low end, especially since there's other ways to earn silver in achievements. Up next, I have repeatable quests at 300,000 silver. That's if you do them about 15 times a day at 20,000 silver each. Those are those blue exclamation point repeatable quests in most territories, having to kill 1,800 mobs. Up next is standard pallets. Now, I know I made a video previously about the pallet chests and they were profitable. If you farm the material, you can sell those for any profits. Now, if you purchase the material from the market, the herb grass at 500 and the wild grass at 250, you have to sell that for at least 550,000 silver in order to make profits off of that, because it's going to cost you 380,000 silver to buy the material. After the market's taxed at 30%, you have to sell it for at least 550,000 silver. I make at least 5 of those a day, probably more. I do sell those for no less than 599,000 silver, sometimes 598. I do fluctuate with that a little bit. I don't sell them for any less than that. I see there's a lot on the market, and I know once I make this video, a lot more are going to go on the market, but I feel like the market will fluctuate back up again to where the 599,000 will sell. So even if they don't sell right away, hold on to them. They will sell, I promise you. That is a total of 6,170,000 silver average daily you can make from that. Even if you take out the standard pallet chest, that's still 4 million silver on day on average. If you do that every day for 30 days, it's giving you 185 million silver, and that's just from doing your daily tasks. So that's how I make silver every day from doing the dailies. I do want to talk about the boss rushes and how to make a lot of silver 1 day a month, and that's through your boss rushes. Now, a lot of us are free to play, and you don't have, a combat plus rocking and rolling at all times. And to do a boss rush, you're getting 1 or 2 done. If you have a combat plus, you're getting, 5 or 6 done, so that way you can knock out more. Now, I usually do 5 boss rushes a day on average. I stockpile the rest. I probably get 100 to 150 stamps, if not more a day. So I'm getting at least 1,000 rushes a month. That's 3,000 stamps if you do your repeatable quests, farm violent mobs, etc. Now, 1,000 rushes is going to give you 65,000 silver each, giving you 65 million silver. Now here's the trick on how to make a lot of silver one day a month. You want to wait till a new class comes out. You want to do your boss rushes on that new class, because it's a lot of experience, and even if you don't want to use the class, they typically give you an event where if you get the character to a new the certain level, you're going to get some awesome reward, and it's free. So you're going to want to save your rushes. I know I got my sorceress to level 60 in 3 days from doing this, and you're on average you're going to get 24,000 Shaka 2 coins from 1,000 rushes. If you roll all those Shaka 2 coins on the new class's weapons, even if it's a set of weapons that's out already, the market's going to fluctuate to they're going to be empty, and there's not going to be any for sale. So if you roll your Shaka 2 coins on the new class's weapons, you're going to get on average 1 yellow for every 2,000 coins. That's a very rough average, and on average you could sell that for at least 10 million, giving you 7 million profits. When the sorcerer's weapons came out, I actually sold them for closer to 14 million the first day, so my profits were a little higher. But even if you sell them for 7 million, it's still giving you 84 million silver, which is giving you 150 million silver profits in 1 day's worth of work. And that's with that combat plus. Now, I feel like that's a low estimate. You could probably get that up closer to 200 million silver once per month if you stockpile those boss stamps. Maybe if you have a little bit of RNG in there as well with the Shaka 2 coins, but that is how I make silver once per month. The third way is through farming. This is by far the most profitable way. Now, as you can see here, I have per hour average, and then I have sessions farmed. So as you saw earlier, I actually has farmed 22 sessions in most territories, 16 and then 12 and 10 in the Soldier's Grave and the Soldier's Grave Depths, just because it's a little bit higher of a territory and I didn't get a chance to farm it as much. As you can see here, I did farm all these different territories and got the results here at the end. I got the results for Blackstones, gear, boss stamps. I will make the top 10 farming video, guys, here on the next video, so you can get a little bit better of an idea of that. For silver purposes, though, the best places to farm is actually Omar Lava Fields at 585,000 silver. Follow that up with Main's Cave at 575,000 silver, and Main's Hideout at 533,000 silver. Soldier's Grave just wasn't as profitable simply because my CP isn't high enough to make that profitable. Omar Lava Cave is just too boxy. The mobs aren't good. There's 1 or 2 locations that are profitable. Other than that, I'm not a huge fan of Omar Lava Cave. I do want to note that these tests were done from 3,400 CP to 4,000 CP, and as my CP raised, I was able to make more silver per hour. I mean, I'm able to make probably 700,000 to 800,000 silver on average at 4,000 CP, and when I was at level 3,400 CP, I was probably closer to 400,000 silver per hour. So this is an average of 3,400 to 4,000 CP. If you notice that Marnie's second lab is very profitable as well at 552,000 silver per hour, and that's because they do drop that item that is a higher value. I know it's a higher weight limit, but this is just the hour averages. So on average, you're probably farming roughly 15 hours a day. I feel like that's a solid rough average. I know there's people out there farming 20 plus, and there's probably people out there farming less than 5. If you want to be super successful and have a higher chance of success, you're going to want to be farming more. So 15 hours on average. If you times that by the best farming location, for this example, 585,000 silver, that's going to earn you 8,775,000 silver per day. If you do that every day for 30 days, that's 263 million silver earned, which again is on the low estimate. I'm probably closer to 350 to 400 million silver that I could earn in a 30-day period, just because my CP is higher. So that is how much you can earn per territory, and that's how much you can earn per day and per month. Let's take a quick look at arenas, because arenas offers a lot of silver and black pearls. Again, you can do the arenas if you just do them every day for your daily tasks. You can get a lot of silver. I do want to note that at level 60, you get 3.9 million silver. At level 120, you get 7.5 million silver. Level 180 is 11.1 million silver, and every 60 levels you just get a lot more silver and black pearl. So if you're not doing your arenas every day, even if you do 5 to 10 matches every day, will level you up. You will get your daily tasks done, and it will get you more silver as well. So earlier I talked about the standard pallet chest. I do like to keep the herb grass always on order. I do keep 10 million of that on order at all times. So I ordered 10 million of it last night. I made I made all of the order back in 1 day. So I got the whole order, and then I'm going to go to the market again. I'll go to materials again. I'll go to herbs. I'll go to herb grass, order it, go to max bid price, max it at 10 million or 10,000, and then order, and then I'll go back. I think I have a lot of wild grass at the moment, so I don't need to order any wild grass. No, I have 16,000, so I'm good on the wild grass at the moment, but I do order those through the market. Now, I know when I show you guys these videos, this isn't going to be, you know, as profitable, or you're not going to see them as much, and it is what it is, but that is something I do. I do order them from the market, the herb grass, and that's, if you sell the standard pallet chest for at least 550,000 silver, I mean, that's a break-even point. So if you're selling it for 560,000, that's going to be a profit. But as the market is right now, people are selling for 515. Those will all sell. There's a lot there, but they will all sell in the next day or two, and it'll go back up to the 590,000 range. Now, there's going to be a lot more people selling them for a lot lower prices once this video comes out, but if you just hang on to them, they will sell. I know I have 10 up there right now at 598,000, or yeah, 598,000 silver, and I do have enough to make some more now that I've collected those herbs. So I'll make another 10. I'll put them up there with those, and I'll just keep them up there until the market refluctuates again. So I see a lot of people selling, you know, weapons, blackstones, and skill books, and I strongly advise not doing that. I'm just not a big fan of it. Definitely not the skill books. They're just not worth it. I mean, for you to sell those 5 skill books you pick up and to make 2 million silver, it's just going to hurt your passive skills, which is essentially combat power, attack speed, crit. Helps you make so you don't have to have crit on your gear, attack speed on your gear, your passive. So I don't sell the skill books. I use every single one of them. The weapon blackstones, I'm not a big fan of selling them, or the armor ones, I'm just not a big fan of selling them. I could sit here and, you know, sell all these and make 104 million silver, you know, 70 million after profit, after taxes. I just don't feel like it's worth it. Those are going to be needed for alt weapons, and for, you know, when the plus 40 comes out, you are going to need a lot of those. The market does fluctuate, so these good armor blackstones were selling for like 150 to 200,000 silver a week ago, and the weapon ones didn't fluctuate too much, but the armor ones definitely fluctuated. So those prices are going to continue to raise. When a new class comes out, the weapon ones definitely go up as well. One side note with the weapon and armor blackstones is that the grand ones are actually better to sell. So the grand weapon blackstones are selling for 2.7 million silver. It takes about 14 good weapon blackstones to equate to 1 grand. If you times 122,000 by 10 is 1.2 million, plus another 4 is going to add another 500,000, so that's like 1.9 million silver it's going to cost to buy those. The grand weapon blackstones you can sell for 2.7, so you can essentially sell grands. If you sell them for, you know, 2.8, 2.9, you could sell those, make profits, and then buy good weapons or good armor blackstones. So I do sell all the grands. I don't buy more good ones, but it is more beneficial to sell and get rid of the grand weapon ones and only keep the good, fair, and poor ones. So you can make some money from selling those. I'm not a fan of selling the weapon or the skill books. I also haven't been selling Breaths of Creations, Breath of Lives, or any resources. I have been stockpiling those for when Mercantry comes out. I want to make sure I have enough resources stockpiled to be able to craft those right away, and then I can go back to selling resources if I wanted to. Now, like I just said earlier, it is more beneficial to farm strictly herb grass if you want to go that route, herb grass and wild grass, and then just make standard pallet chests and sell those for at least 550,000 silver. Otherwise, it's more beneficial to farm the herb grass and sell it individually by itself at max bid than it is to sell a standard pallet chest under 540,000 silver. It's more profitable to farm the herb grass and sell it by itself than to make a pallet chest and sell it for under 540,000 silver. Essentially is what I'm saying. The carrot seeds are still profitable to sell. They cost 60 silver. You can sell them for 186 to 226. I haven't been selling those just because they limited how many you can sell on those per day. Even if you sell them for 186, that's 3 times profit. You take out the market tax, you're going to make a little bit of silver. It's just very, very, very small amount. So that's how I make silver in Black Desert Mobile. That's how I make it every day. That's how I do it once per month. And that is how some additional side tips and tricks to help you guys out. I hope you guys enjoy. And with that being said, I will see you next time.